Alright, I'm back and remembered to put the background music back on.
Excellent.
I'm sure you have warmed the crowd up nicely. I hope everybody enjoyed that hype match and is looking forward to this hype match.
Indeed. I was asking chat where they'd like to see some items. Vanilla Gravity would be interesting. Yeah. I like the idea of anything worthwhile being an upper wrecked ship, as the Aster Skip is far too popular in this community, and just
really, it's most effective if something important is up there. If something else important is at the bottom, is in the bottom half of wreck ship.
Ooh.
Because most people, especially if they find a good item in the lower half of wreck ship, they are not touching the top half. And if you could pull that off where you get, progression items in both, that'll trick a whole lot of people. So we're just waiting on our runners to ready up. We can get this game 5 started. And it appears that our runners have readied up. So let me kill background music, switch us back over to their feeds, and
fantastic.
Here we are. Alright, let me...
Totori, Sizer, Totori, Boom.
3 6-letter words and a double up.
And a crab. Didn't we have last seed?
We had a lot of short ones. I don't remember if was one of them or not.
Doesn't really matter. But we do have one pair.
We do have a pair and a bunch of 6-letter words. But yeah. I have dropped the gate, so in 10 seconds they'll start, and in 10 to 15 seconds after that, we'll actually start seeing things happening on screen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 second.
And we're off.
And they're off.
So, this is Game 5. As it should be. All best of 5s should go to Game 5. Because that's how you get the most hype. And we are all about hype here at Speedrunners Arena. Let's see. Oh, Tilly doing a little swag in the climb with that.
That was fancy.
That was super fancy.
Tilly spawned with Varia hacks. Whenever when I played Smash Brothers Melee, I would switch Link to his red costume and then tell people I was playing with quarter damage Link. And quite often I would get people look at me and go, "Wait, what? Really? No."
That would be pretty great.
It would. There's Space Jump to start the seed.
Wow.
Can't skip it this time, guys.
Nope. Definitely not skipping it this time. Which is going to put the item in the ceiling in logic.
Ooh. Well,
those
super
are
missiles
logical super missiles. Should they find power bombs, Billy Mays will also be in logic. Just an E-tank.
Well, they can't all be jet seeds.
No, we can't always have gravity and Varia like 11 minutes in.
We don't know that yet, but...
That's true. That could still happen.
There are still 9 minutes before 11 minutes.
That's very true.
But yeah,
The funny post suits
Space-
in Big Pink is weird.
Yes. Early Space Jump though puts a lot of the game into logic once you get these mandatory bombs here.
Yes,
So-
that'll get you your access to wreck ship, though Fantoon himself would not be in logic yet. You can still check spooky missiles and ocean missiles. Criteria power bombs becomes in logic. Kraid is actually going to be in logic.
Yeah.
So
It's muscle memory, B. Jonas. You could have high jump boots and still do that deboost.
Yeah, no. Once you run enough randomizers and deboost into that item enough times, it feels weird to not deboost into it.
Yeah, one of my least favorite things about when I played SMZ3 sort of regularly was having Speed Booster but not Morph Ball, and making it to Mock Ball Room and being like, I have no idea how to get through here.
And you can get soft locked in that room if you don't have Morph Ball.
Right, but if you do have Speed Booster, you can get through no problem, and I'm just like, I'm pressing down and nothing is happening. I don't get it.
Just power bombs here at Bomb Terizo. No big shocker there. Such a low % chance to actually find regular bombs there.
Indeed, Swap. It's after a while it just becomes like the rando. You do it so much that it's like, well, this is what I have practiced and memorized.
This is how I get this item. Yeah, theoretically, there's some other thing that I don't even know about that I'm supposed to be able to do, but this is how I get this item.
Right.
I mean, there are people that, even when they do the wave gate glitch, if they have high jump boots, they do the door method anyway.
Yeah.
Which I'm much better with the high jump boots not doing the door method, because I'm terrible with the door method.
I'm harkening back on the subject of rando teaching you particular ways to do things. I'm harkening back to roughly April Fool's Day when I gave one of the tournament organizers the vanilla seed, but with all of the SMRAT changes. And it was funny. He made it part of the way through the seed, like a good 20-something minutes in, before someone ruined the joke. But the entire time he's making comments like, "Oh, I really like this plan, though. This is really well thought out."
That charge and bombs at the back of Gauntlet.
Yeah, that's a
power gauntlet right there.
It's gonna be visited soon.
Yep, and Tilly gonna go into Retro Bryn.
It was charge and bombs, B. Jonas.
Was.
Billy Mays.
You're gonna get a Billy Mays check. Unless Tilly finds power bombs at Billy Mays, though, he will not be able to check Construction Zone. He will not have quite enough power bombs.
But that is the trade-off, right? Get these two items. That's Gravity in Mockball Room, by the way.
And Spring Ball.
Peepo SB.
Everybody loves Spring Ball. And a Kappa Tank, which Zeb runs into and picks up. Because we know for a fact Zeb, given the choice, is not picking up that reserve tank. And I have to agree with you, Mocktroid. If I'm facing Zeb, I'm going to make some weird choices, because I know if it's a straightforward seed like the last one, he's going to beat me on movement alone. So I'm going to do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with that gravity suit location and nothing of note really showing up at Billy Mays, the weird stuff's probably not going to pay off. Yep, and that is an in-logic gravity suit.
Yeah.
Okay, not nothing, but it's not very a suit either.
Right. It's worthwhile ammunition, but it's not the kind of things that you want to see when you make this kind of play.
Yeah, you make that play, you want to see Varia and Speed Booster there. You know, you just...
Yeah.
You know, if you're hoping, because we know where charge is and we know where gravity is, so it can't be very in gravity, but... Thus far, we've seen, I believe, an E-Tank and maybe some supers here at Edicoons for Zeb. Zeb probably hoping for another pack of power bombs before he gets the big pink. But he will not.
Fourth energy tank. No. Does Tilly go back to the ship and do gauntlet? Yes.
Well, he won't do gauntlet because he doesn't have enough power bombs, but he needs a power bomb to get through the left side of Parlor. So he's got to refill regardless.
That is a very fair point.
Now, does Tilly go the ultimate meme route here and go to the top of Red Tower?
I mean, Criteria power bombs before that, but true. Red Tower would be the play, or a play.
Yeah, we know because of where Gravity Suit is, it may not actually be the best play, but, you know, as we said, when you're in a situation like this, when you're Tilly, you're probably taking some chances.
Yeah, and if this turns out to be more PBs, that does open Gauntlet up.
True, which
and we know the Gauntlet is
bombs.
Worthwhile. It is supers. Boo earns.
But we are still well early enough in game that you pick up those supers. Mm-hmm. And there's the speed booster at Mission Impossible.
Okay. I didn't realize when you rolled the seed you said, here's Zeb, here's this seed on a silver platter. But,
you know, you gotta do certain things, and it looks like Tilly is either going to wreck ship or he's going ultimate meme. Probably see the moat check regardless.
Yeah. There's high jump. Okay.
I guess Tilly will grab those on his way back.
Yeah, ocean first. Check the ceiling here.
Ceiling's just supers. Zeb going to do the rarely seen in logic waterway check.
Huh. And both players picking up super missiles at the same time.
Yeah. So if you're Tilly here with only 91 health, do you commit? I mean, do you go try to kill Fantoon?
Not with no suits, I don't.
No suits and 91 health. That is a dangerous Fantoon. I'm not saying Tilly won't do it. Nope.
No.
It was just item checking. He'll grab these high jump boots, definitely, and I expect we'll see him go down Red Tower here.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable choice.
Or he's gonna go back to rig ship. Just wanted the high jump boots, or... I'm sure we'll see a spooky missile check here, but I mean, if you're going to go as far as spooky missiles, you're taking a crack at Fantoon. There's no way you don't.
Yeah, maybe.
And Zeb finds more supers at Spazer. I think that's Spazer. No, that's not Spazer. That's Wave. It's Wave Gate. He hasn't quite made it all the way to Spazer yet. Till he finds another pack of power bombs. There's Gauntlet.
Yep. Tilly hasn't seen the back of Gauntlet.
Oh, and Tilly bails.
This is...
We're definitely going to see a Gauntlet check here. There's no way you find those and you don't go for the Gauntlet.
Yeah, and that's 10 power bombs for Zeb.
There's a decent chance we see the reverse meme from Zeb to go pick up those bombs and charge. Mission Impossible? Or Big Pink?
Yeah. The
wave gate room is the
side hopper room.
Yeah, that's the side hopper room. Alright, and Zeb making his way out of Big Pink. And Tilly heading towards Gauntlet. Gonna drop the power bomb and then refill.
I like this play a lot.
Yeah, having that extra power bomb, especially if you end up heading towards Big Pink.
Yeah.
You know, power bombs are at a premium. And looks like Zeb is going to reverse meme. I do wonder if we'll see the Billy Mays check out of him. Probably.
Probably, but that is really good for Tilly. And I say that because if Zeb is going to just check everything that Tilly has already checked, this puts these two back on relatively even footing. While Tilly does Gauntlet and presumably goes in a Bryn and picks up all the stuff that Zeb already has.
I definitely expect we're going to see Zeb loop up to Gauntlet for the charge.
Oh yeah.
And there's a wave beam to go with. Wow,
Okay.
that is a powerful Gauntlet. Charge, wave, bombs?
I think Gauntlet is the new Billy Mays. Here's your wave beam, but wait, there's more.
That is, that's one of the better Gauntlets I've seen in a good while. I mean, we have seen both Varia and Gravity at the back of Gauntlet before, but that was just that one time, so...
Right.
Oh.
No!
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no.
Tilly not gonna get the charge beam. And I don't know if we see him loop back around for it, because that is a giant amount of time.
It is. Terminator, though.
He's gonna do the Terminator check.
He did save. Should he reset?
He
Maybe.
did save at the ship. He probably should.
Yeah. Right here after this missile? That would be a good reset point,
no.
But that's not happening. Okay.
Nope, he's just gone.
There is still one more opportunity to pick up that charge beam. It's not going to be for a while.
There is.
But
if he knows where it is, and it's easy to route back in on your way to Turian.
Yeah, exactly. If he finds beams, then it might very well be worth picking up wave. The tracker...
no, I think the tracker's...
No, there's no bombs on Tilly's side.
Yeah. But I think that's the only thing the tracker's missing.
Yep.
Ooh,
that was
Tilly
incredible.
sees that Gravity. I can't imagine he's super happy to see that Gravity.
No.
Because he's entering Green Bryn so late.
Yeah, but that was a really nice recovery on making that mothball work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the first things you should learn after learning mockball, is learning how to do the in-room mockball. For anybody out there looking to learn speedrunning of Super Metroid. Because if not, resetting the room costs a whole lot more time than just trying an in-room mockball.
And Zeb is going to pick up the Volcano Supers.
Tilly picks up Gravity and turns an interesting turquoise. And I was just brought some lemonade.
Oh, very nice. I picked up some Arizona green tea while I was out today.
Fantastic choice.
It is.
Alright, Zeb almost goes into Gauntlet, but then takes a look at his power bomb total and decides against it.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Tilly, Zeb is going to have charge beam for the rest of the seed.
Correct.
Almost certainly. Almost certainly.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost no way that Zeb doesn't just do Gauntlet here. Yep, and he's even going to do the Gauntlet Spark.
I love doing the Gauntlet Spark. It is one of my favorite things to do in this game, and I take forever to pull it off because I'm really bad at horizontal shine sparking, but it's so satisfying. So, wave beam for Zeb. Both runners have Smokey validated.
Zeb will go and get those bombs and that charge beam, and that'll be big. I mean, yes, currently our runners have are only checking things that each other's already seen. But I'd give Zeb an advantage here because of how early he got the speed booster, honestly. That in and of itself is going to give him some advantage. Because Tilly is only just now about to pick up that speed. As Zeb grabs the charge and the bombs from the back of Gauntlet.
And Tilly picks up speed booster.
So really, Zeb just wants Varia Suit at this point.
Yeah.
He'd probably like a beam or two to upgrade that beam combo, but the only thing he needs, theoretically, is Varia. And I mean, Zeb is perfectly capable of doing Suitless Lower Norfair, but with his power bomb count, I wouldn't bet on it.
But also with having charge wave, that makes the bot moon fight that much more interesting.
That's true.
Charge wave and a PB.
And it looks like we've got Zeb gonna go for climb supers. Gets trolled a little bit by one of the Boyons.
But he's got 40 super missiles, so...
Yeah, it's 6 supers apiece, or maybe it's only 4.
I think it's 3 power bombs for the lot, but...
Yeah, it's 3 power bombs for the lot.
So he can get out.
Alright, so now he does not have to worry about those Boyons.
Nope.
He can just head over and climb supers is
Oh,
the Galaxy Brain Varia Suit.
Wow.
If Tilly doesn't go Galaxy Brain that almost immediately, I hate to call a race this early, but Zeb would have to make some pretty serious mistakes.
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally formatted my computer mid-run. Oops.
Yeah. I accidentally crushed my left hand with a hammer in the middle of a run.
Oh no. The power went out in my house. I'll just have to... Yeah. No, a death isn't even gonna...
If he catches a save here, yeah.
There's a save.
Well, and even before, I'm sure he probably caught a save in his refill prior to Gauntlet. Tilly would have to Galaxy Brain area like right now, which I don't think we're gonna see that happen. Tilly has already kind of been through that loop. So the chances we see him take another trip through that loop are really low.
Right, it depends on how much Tilly thinks that Charge Beam is going to win the day to rev back up that way. But this is the place to do it, and that is the power bomb to open the door.
That's true. But that may just be a construction zone. I mean, if this is just a construction zone check, that's pretty much it. If he goes up and checks climb supers though, we still have ourselves a race.
Yeah, but with routing back here and having that speed booster and needing to check under Mother Brain's tank anyways, maybe. Oh no.
No, he already checked under Mother Brain's tank. It was just a construction zone.
Oh well.
That is unfortunate.
Yep.
And yeah, especially with that post everything save that Zeb has at this point, I don't even know that a death would do it.
No, it's... Unfortunately, this is over unless Tilly's energy tank count means suitless lower Norfair.
Yeah, and don't know how comfortable Tilly is with suitless lower Norfair. Only has the 20 missiles, which is not a great missile count, and definitely doesn't have enough power bombs for suitless lower Norfair. Though it does look like Tilly is heading back up Red Tower. I wonder if this is just a red tower check, or if he's going to go ahead and bite the bullet and head towards wreck ship.
Yeah, who knows?
And Zeb, meanwhile, has murdered the elephant ghost.
Yeah.
Just in cold blood. Right here on stream. Tilly gonna do alpha power bombs, finds himself a spazer.
Not bad.
Not bad, and he does know where the charge beam is.
Yeah.
And some more supers. Honestly, because he knows where the charge beam is, I'm a little surprised he's still picking up ammo. He's got enough to deal with any bosses he'd be dealing with.
Yeah. Zeb is straight up noping out of wreck ship. For Zeb, this seed is over.
Yeah, there is nothing he needs in wreck ship at this point.
No. There wasn't even an item check.
There could have, I mean, at this point it could be what? Ice Plasma Screw would be like the absolute most that could theoretically be there.
Yeah.
And none of those is going to increase his speed in the seed by much.
No. Well, Plasma will put a dent into bosses faster, but...
True, but he's probably going to just super missile the bosses.
Yeah, I was thinking Mother Brain.
Ah, true. Plasma would speed up his Mother Brain, because Charge Wave isn't the funnest way to do Mother Brain. It's not the worst, but it's...
Yeah.
But he'll have some supers to supplement.
This is back to Gauntlet for Tilly. Maybe.
Yeah, that may be it. Not 100%. Or he might just... Yeah, that's back to Gauntlet.
Wants that charge beam.
I was going to go for the spark.
Well,
I don't blame him for wanting the charge beam. He needs to Galaxy Brain this right back to climb supers for him to have even a chance.
Yeah.
Because the longer he goes without checking it, the further ahead Zeb gets. Looks like he's going to go for the short charge here. And he gets it.
There it is.
And with that color and that spark, it is a beautiful spark.
And Zeb is breaking the tank early.
Saving a little bit of time later on.
Yeah. And it's an in-logic raid.
How rare. Really, it's a triply in logic. He has all forms of up logic he could ever need to get to grade. He has high jump, space jump, and bombs. And a plasma beam.
Oh, wow. No, why?
Wow.
Why this seed? Wow.
The hits just keep coming for Tilly.
Tilly is heading back to the right.
Yeah, but I expect he's headed for wreck ship.
Yeah. Could have gone down. Didn't.
No, but in no way can I blame him for not going down, because...
No, of course.
Climb supers is most often used as a last-ditch effort, not a first-time through Galaxy Brain play.
Yeah. The very first SMZ3 seed I did, I was co-oping with Captain Dabber. And Climb Supers was our progression. And 7 hours into the seed, we were both new, still hadn't checked it. He was like, I'm going to bed. Climb Supers is not somewhere you think about.
Zeb puts Kraid down without a stand-up and doesn't even go for the Varia check. Zeb doesn't want anything at this point.
Why?
Ice is literally the only item he could possibly want to speed up his Turian a little bit.
Yep. Charge Plasma for boss damage. Speed Booster for Bomb Boon access.
He's got everything. He's got 15 power bombs for Turian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. High jump for the full happy. Because here's everything you need.
And here's Fantoon on Tilly's side.
Yep. Giving us a slow pattern.
Starting out with slow. Tilly has that gravity, so the not stellar health becomes less important because Fantoon's only doing 10 damage a hit instead of 40.
Fast pattern for the second one. And medium pattern?
I think that was mid, yeah. It doesn't quite get the super off. So we'll go 4 around here, but at least gets it fast.
And Zeb is entering lower Norfair.
Yeah, Zeb finishes the lava dive, which when you've got everything he has isn't even really a lava dive anymore.
No. Both suits and space jump. This is intended.
It's not a dive. It's a warm bath. It's not a lava dive. Gets to use those warm bath strats.
And not quite on the short charge.
No, but decides not to try to set up for it again. It's just going to power bomb his way through the pillars. Meanwhile, we've got Tilly actually going to check some items in Wreck Ship, unlike Zeb.
Tilly's not in go mode. We know where go mode is in terms of items. Maybe not confidence, but in terms of items.
Oh no, if Tilly, with his current item loadout, plus the location of Plasma, if Tilly found Various Suit, he would definitely be confident in what he's got.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But it's really a question for Tilly on how long is it going to be before he checks climb supers. And with that gravity suit, I expect we're going to see a full clear of Meridia before we see a climb super check.
I am really sad to say this might be the one forfeit of the set.
He forfeited game 1 as well.
Oh, okay.
He had another 10 to 15 minutes to go when Zeb finished that one out.
Alright, well, bookended forfeits then.
Yep. Zeb making his way through Wasteland. As Tilly does the Wreck Ship E-Tank check.
Beautiful
King what he grabbed. But I don't think it was anything. I mean, there's not a whole lot. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of exciting things he could grab at this point.
Oh my! It's the Hyper Beam! I've never seen it in rando before. No, it's...
And, I mean, while the first seed was very straightforward, and, you know, that the super straightforward seed would lend itself towards, you know, a win by Zeb, which he did win. This one, it was straightforward right up until the Galaxy Brain play of Various Suit at Charge, or at Climb Supers. That is was the one curveball I would expect this seed had. And Zeb knocked that curveball right out of the park.
This is unfortunately the way randomizer goes, though.
No, absolutely. A single Galaxy Brain play can just fully change the entire dynamic of a match.
That's a missile.
It's just missiles at Robot Room for Tilly. I mean, really, the best thing he could find here would be Ice, because Ice might lead him to Climb Supers, because that officially would put it in logic.
That's right. Ice Beam would be a very nice thing for Tilly to see.
That would give... and the only reason for that really would be because hopefully that would make him think of
Climb Supers. Which I guess we know is not in Norfair. It could be in Bubble Mountain, but...
could be at the corner of Bubble Mountain. But yeah, no, ice, I guess, can't be there, but it could be anywhere in Meridia.
Anywhere, yeah. Or here, in Bowling Alley. Please be in Bowling Alley.
Could be in bowling.
Good luck, Sailor Jade.
Good luck in your Z3 rando race, and thank you for joining us.
Ice at Shack Tool. Why?
Jonas, you need both speed and ice to put Climb Supers in logic. Yeah, SM Rat expects that you'll have ice to freeze the Boyons. But we, of course, do not hold our runners to strict logic. That is an entirely different set of races.
Yeah.
Because having done some, one-off exhibition-type races where we actually held runners to logic, it's weird, because sometimes these seeds will lead you in some very strange directions.
Yeah, welcome to the mandatory Meridia triple dip.
Yeah. Let's see, there's the grapple beam. It's not a terrible find, but it does not lead him where he needs to be.
No, it does not. One more opportunity, Seed. Play nice.
And
nope.
Just missiles. So really, wreck ship. I mean, it gave you a grapple, but you had enough at that point that there's nothing grapple really gives you other than Shack Tools and logic.
Yeah.
And Mocktroy pointing out, and it might be true, Tilly may think that grapple beam means Shack Tool.
Zeb, however, is going to start into Meridia, where we know he needs nothing.
Plasma Enhanced in chat asking what the deciding factor so far. Zeb galaxy-brained Variasuit at Climb Supers. That is really the major difference here.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, every minute Tilly goes without finding Variasuit is another minute that Zeb gets further ahead.
Tilly remembering that he has been through Red Tower already.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one detriment to the color changes is sometimes that also ends with doors being different colors than normal, and it can be hard to remember. Wait, that door's blue. Are blue doors super doors here, or are blue doors regular doors?
Right.
Tilly gonna go for the X-ray check. I like the check. He's got the space jump.
Yeah.
And the grapple.
Grapple points this way.
Oh yes, and Tilly did do the gauntlet twice because he didn't quite catch the middle pixel, and he fell on the non-charge beam side of the back of gauntlet.
Yeah. I wouldn't call that a deciding factor of the match, though. That is 100% Variasuit.
Yes, Variasuit is the big one, but that is another thing that lost Tilly some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zeb not going for the full halfie. Just going to employ that space jump, which really the space jump across Coliseum is almost as fast as the full halfie.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite that tight, B. Jonas. You just have to line yourself up to a particular line in the bottom row of bricks.
No, it's not a single pixel, but it is. There is a setup for it where you stand between two very specific bricks, and as long as one of Samus's feet is on that line, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much a full tile. Well, I guess it's 2 half tiles because you have to stand in between 2 tiles.
Yeah.
Alright, Tilly checks Spazer, finds power bombs, doesn't want them. Meanwhile, Zeb doesn't have X-ray, but is still just going to use that charge wave plasma here on Dragon. Won't take too many shots.
Might as well save your energy for later. No grapple to do shock treatment strats.
Yeah,
that's like 5 shots. Yes.
Alright, Tilly gonna head into Kraid's lair. Might pick up the plasma beam here, which will be a nice find for him, but
Yeah.
it's still unfortunately not that Varia suit.
No, but it is a I'm glad I picked up charge.
Oh, absolutely.
And Tilly pulling my
this-
favorite move.
Sorry, this for Tilly validates going back and picking up that charge.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But Tilly pulling off my favorite move in all of these randomizers. It's, I'm going to look at this item, but I'm going to walk away. Oh, crap.
Yeah, you start looking, you start walking away before the item actually gets revealed. You're like, wait a minute, I actually want that.
Yep.
I should turn around.
Yeah,
the best place to see that is at the X-ray check, where you lay the power bomb and you start rolling away and try to see what it is before it goes off screen.
Right.
Right. Tilly gonna set up for Kraid. Not gonna use the charge beam strats to lock down the claw, but gets the 2 missile 3 super strat beautifully.
Super, yeah. No, it's just you.
Rubik's, you are far from the first person to say that I sound like Seth Rogen. You aren't the first, you will not be the last. It's cool.
No, I've told Red multiple times that you sound like a mutual friend of ours, but I mean,
does that mutual friend also sound kind of like Seth Rogen?
I never really noticed similarity, but I also don't pay attention to Seth Rogen.
That's fair. I promise I'm not actually Seth Rogen.
Oh, dang. That would have been
great.
I would
love to trade bank accounts with him.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, Straw, that it's 2 mutual friends now. Because I consider you a friend, Cheese. I hope you don't mind.
No, I would consider you one as well, so we're in the same boat. Alright,
nice
so
heartwarming moment in this very tragic round 5 ROUS Grudge match.
Yeah, unfortunately. So we've got Tilly, having finished off Kraid, gonna head into Meridia. But we have Zeb making full force towards Turian.
Yep.
I mean, this is gonna be a sub 50 for Zeb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that Galaxy Brain play for Climb Supers. Because otherwise, Zeb could easily still be, making all the weird checks that Tilly's making.
I mean, there's still no Ice Beam.
Yeah, we still haven't seen it. Though I think it actually has to be in Meridia, because it can't be in Norfair.
It cannot be in Norfair.
So it's got to be around here somewhere. But it could be at Shaktul.
It could. It's definitely not right there where that missile is. 1, 2, 3 hats for Zeb.
Spring Ball.
No, Spring Ball reduces the number of hats you have to pick up, but
no, he grabbed
that is hat 4.
So now I'm sure we'll see Tilly head up to the beach, because I'm certain we are going to see a full clear of Meridia from Tilly.
Oh yeah.
Looking for that Varia suit.
It is a full clear of the game. Oh, not beach. Sandpits, I guess, are the better
Aqueduct.
check.
Aqueduct, and then you can grab the save and check Sandpits, or maybe push on, go ahead and kill off Dragon, so that way after you do Sandpits, you can do Shaktul and Plasma.
Also true. There's full microwave for Tilly, 7 hats for Zeb. Full microwave for Tilimorf.
That microwave will help him against Dragon, no doubt, but
yeah.
Unfortunately, his opponent is in the final area.
Yeah, that is 8 hats for Zeb.
With a possible 2 hats remaining, though, he has the items necessary to skip one of those 2 hats.
Yes.
He unfortunately didn't quite make the baby skip last time, and looks like he's not actually going for it.
For it here either. Yeah, it's a little known fact that's totally not a fact at all that in earlier drafts of Super Metroid, Turian was instead known as the Haberdashery, but they decided to go with something a little more recognizable.
Alright, Tilly didn't quite get the full microwave on Bot Wound, but just finished the snake off with a couple of...
Tilly repeating last seed's head bob.
Maybe he just really hates that wall. Maybe Tilly just really hates that wall and just has to bash his head into it every time.
Oh, this is how I get into the Dark World, right?
Right. What is that one? Dark World South Shore?
Yeah. Where the Ice Rob lives, but in the Dark World.
Sometimes you gotta show that wall who's boss. Well, Tilly has most assuredly showed that particular wall who is boss.
Indeed.
Tilly popping all of the turrets here at Dragon. Looks like he might still be prepping for speed booster strats, even though he has that microwave. Or nope, he remembers he has microwave.
That was another speed Zeb skip by Zeb.
Zeb just skipping himself with speed.
Yeah.
Speed Zeb skip is a very impressive skip because that is, I believe it's a stutter 3-tap through a door transition, which is not an easy short charge to do. Alright, so as Tilly heads out of Dragon and Zeb crushes Mother Brain 2, I will once again remind you that you should be following both of these runners.
Indeed.
Zeb, our Rat Bracket champion from SMRat 2020, and Tilimorf, our Mouse Bracket champion from SMRat 2020. They're both great runners. They're both very interesting when they run. They talk over their runs and things happen. It's very interesting, and you should be following them.
And also, go follow Cheese. Go follow Swap Space.
Yeah, and you should follow all those people too. Follow my co-commentator here in Varial, our tracker Swap. If you want to follow me, I won't hate you for it.
That's very benign of you.
And that is a link to our Twitter, our Discord. Please join the Discord. That's where we discuss future events, upcoming, while Zeb waits through the cutscene. This Saturday, we have the Dog Pound Classic, which is a handicapped Super Metroid race. I believe the category this Saturday has already been decided on, and it is 100%. On Sunday, we have the Royale with Cheese. The idea behind this is I blind commentate speedrun games that I know nothing about. Thank you, Invarial. Yeah, if you love watching me suffer and know nothing about what I'm talking about, watch Royale with Cheese this Sunday. This Sunday we have Fate Firex running Chrono Trigger NA% no LSS, whatever that means. I only know Chrono Trigger as a super casual game that the last time I played it was over 10 years ago, whereas he's going to speedrun it, so that should be a lot of fun.
Is it specifically games you don't know, or categories you don't know?
Categories I don't know are also in play, but it kind of if it's going to be just a category I don't know, it kind of needs to be like an off-the-wall one, because I do have like a submission for Link to the Past, but it's restricted major glitches, which I don't know any of, so that's cool. Okay. But if it was just like low percent, I don't know that real well, but it's not that different.
But you know Link to the Past well enough, yeah.
Right.
And at 46:17, Mother Brain is exploding, and at 46:20, her head hits the floor.
And yeah, the Discord will let you know when Dog Pound Classics are happening, when Royale with Cheese is happening, and there's the Ice Beam.
No.
And it'll also let you know when sign-ups start for SMRat 2021. Those sign-ups will probably start somewhere in November. And this is sort of secret, but I'll say it anyway, as an admin. We're thinking about trying to put together a smaller tournament in the meantime to give us just a shorter little 1-month tournament somewhere in there. But stay tuned for that.
Very nice. Very nice.
Or I'll get kicked out of the admin club because I just let that be known. One of the two.
I
Who
highly
knows?
doubt that. I highly doubt that. I'll vouch for you, don't worry.
But Tilly did find that ice beam at Shack Tool, which was called, but it looks like he's still going to finish clearing up Meridia. Hopefully he will remember that ice beam puts those climb supers in logic.
I think that's the only thing that Ice Beam puts in the logic at this point?
At this point, considering his loadout, I believe you are correct. And we have a dot done from Zeb316 in first place with an official time of 47:43. Major GGs to Zeb there, and that is a super impressive time to go alongside that. So let's see. Tilly has been informed. We'll see whether he decides to continue or not. Looks like he's going to keep on rolling, which, hey, that's cool. It's a little more Super Metroid we get before it's all over. Because this is the end of SMRAT 2020, y'all. This is it.
It is. It's the end of the tournament as we know it, and I feel fine.
As do I. I'm asking now if Zeb would like to come in for an interview. He may do so, he may decline, or he may decide to wait until Tilly's done. I've seen different runners do all three. We, of course, don't require our runners to come in for an interview if they don't want to, because that would be mean.
It's in the terms and conditions upon joining the tournament.
And it looks like Zeb is going to wait till Tilly's done before he comes in for the interview, which is 100% fine. We'll get to talk to both of them at the same time and get their thoughts on the matches, the seeds, SMRAT 2020 as a whole. Whether are they looking forward to SMRAT 2021? We've got some definite changes coming between the formats.
I'm gonna spoil one of those changes if you don't mind. I'm not an admin, so they can't kick me out of the admin club, but as a result of finishing first place in the mouse bracket, one of the big changes we'll see in SMRAT 2021, should Tilly participate, is Tilly will be in the rat bracket.
That is correct. And in fact, I believe it will be the top 4 from the mouse bracket actually will all be pushed up in. They have earned their way into the rat bracket through their spectacular play in the mouse bracket.
Indeed.
But the entire qualifying for the, how the qualifiers work and all of that will be very different next season. And there are actually votes going on the Discord now to exactly how.
I'm gonna cut you off for a second. 2-minute Meridia, 2-minute wreck ship, 4 minutes 45 seconds Meridia.
That is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Please continue. Tweet a comment thing for comms. You delete the entire VOD, and also stare into this light. It was swamp gas reflecting off of the skyline.
Yeah, Ice was at Shack, and I thought I saw a screw attack, but I wasn't paying enough attention.
No. I mean,
that was really the only item we hadn't seen.
Tilly's play says that Ice was a Shack tool.
Yeah, we know Ice was a Shack tool because of Tilly. God, I saw where Screw was, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Tilly's going to be very unhappy with the Ice check.
Natalie's in chat letting us know Screw was at speed. That is the only major item we hadn't seen. Well, Zeb already had the rat crown, and now he gets the rodent of unusual size crown. He is our ROUS Grand Champion for SMRAT 2020.
I'm actually uncomfortable with this, because with the coloring on that third crown and the coloring of Tilimorf Samus, looks a little bit like a beheading. Zeb will be
Zeb
coming in
has.
when Tilly's done.
I've spoken to Zeb. Zeb is going to come in for an interview once Tilly is done. That is his decision, and he will.
Yep. Gives the runners a chance to talk to each other.
Yeah, they've talked a little bit in the SRL room. Tilly says he feels like he feels like he might have missed something. He's not wrong.
No.
All right, he's heading up.
The unfortunate in-logic of this seed. Go all the way to Shack Tool for ice so that you can turn around, go all the way back to Climb Supers.
So let's see where he's going. Hopefully up to Climb Supers. Because he full checked Wrecked Ship, he checked Gauntlet. Did he...
Sandpits?
He checked at least one of the sandpits. Did he not check Beach?
Or Beach, rather, yeah. Beach. Sorry.
And honestly, we may see Tilly drop a forfeit once he finds Varia, but if I were Tilly, I would want to find Varia too.
Yeah.
Like at this point, Varia's suit is just taunting you.
How many Rage super missiles do you expect will be fired at the Varia suit?
Several.
All of them? All of them?
Several.
May as well. This is the final race, Trails. Zeb has won the set 3-2.
He is our ROUS Grudge match champion. He won the Rat Bracket, he won the ROUS Grudge match, but really, most importantly, he won all of our hearts.
I was going to go there if you didn't.
All of these will be highlighted and uploaded to YouTube, though, as soon as this... basically, as soon as this run is complete, I will start the highlighting and uploading process. They'll probably be on YouTube by sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, there's the heartbreaking map check. Where haven't I been in Meridia?
And the answer, unfortunately, for Tilly in Meridia is nowhere. I think he's been. Yeah. I think he's now been everywhere in Meridia.
Mm-hmm.
He did. Did he check Waterway? I know Zeb did.
I think so.
No, apparently Stroutlog is currently working on uploading 190 races to YouTube. That's fine. I can upload the other ones while you upload all of those. Mocktroid, I believe that is what Stroutlog is talking about with the 190 some odd races that... yes, Jonas. He did check the corner of Bubble Mountain. With where speed gets you. Well, apparently the first 4 weeks of VODs are lost.
Oh.
How sad. Yeah, Stroutlog dropped the social. Do join the Discord. You know, if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more of it, maybe you want to take part, be a commentator, be a restreamer, a tracker. We're always looking for help, or just to keep yourself up to date on when new stuff is coming. SMRAT 2021, Dogpound Classic, Royale with Cheese, any other weird events we decide to host. This season we had, all told, just over 60 entrants into SMRAT. I want to say it was actually 61, but it might have been 63.
And everybody, every single person this year that made an effort and participated in at least 3 matches ended up bracketed. Every single person. There was one person, I believe, who did not complete 3 qualifiers.
Yes, and that is part of the beauty of SMRAT. If you make the effort and you make it to enough qualifying races, you're in.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on your placements, you'll end up in different places in different brackets, but you're at least in the tournament.
Yeah. And there were scheduled 8 rounds of qualifiers, and you had to participate in 3. And this team did not put on 8 qualifying races. They put on 10 to make sure that everybody who wanted to could participate. There's the Varia pickup for Tilly.
Unable to super missile immediately because he fell into it.
Right.
Let's see if we see those super missiles of pain. No?
No.
But we are definitely going to see Tilly go wreck
Back warfare.
Ridley.
Yeah.
He is just going to wreck Ridley. Yeah, and really, that's the tale of this race. Was Zeb galaxy brained the early climb supers and found that Varia suit, and as you see, Tilly just now finding it.
Yeah.
That's the tale of the tape. But nothing but respect for Tilly for deciding to finish this one out. As we said, this is it for SMRAT 2020. So it'll be good to see both of our runners finish.
Agreed.
Because as I said, we wanted to not go out with a whimper, but with a bang. And really, the fact that this went to a 5 race, that this series went to 5 races is just amazing. And to some degree, as the mouse winner took 2 races off of the rat champion, kind of demonstrates kind of what we're all about at SM Rat is you can be, a novice. We had people take part in SM Rat 1 who the qualifier was literally the first time they ever beat the randomizer. That's it.
Oh, so Jay.
Yeah, no, not Jay. And they took part in the tournament too, and that's what we're all about. That's why we are the Super Metroid Randomizer accessible tournament, and we mean it when we say accessible. We want everybody to join us and get in, jump into some practice races, hone your skills, and you know what? You too could, maybe win a bracket. Get to take on a grand champion like Zeb. Maybe become a grand champion like Zeb.
Yeah, the only way that's happening is if there are 64 brackets and 1 person in each for me. But oh, I won bracket number 57 by default.
That's right. You too can prevent Mother Brain from escaping Zebbies. I
think I'm just going to call it Zorbas from now on.
Zorba the Greek. No,
Yeah, exactly. There's a Greek restaurant near the Greek restaurant that I like to go to called Zorbas, so that's...
But it's not the Greek restaurant you like to go to.
No, it's not. The Greek restaurant I like to go to is called Square Boy Hamburgers, which does not sound like a Greek restaurant at all. But they have the best gyros in Toronto.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah. I would like to point out, of course, that SMRAT and Speedrunners Arena are not sponsored by any of the companies that I've mentioned tonight.
But if anybody out there wants to send me free food, I will 100% plug your restaurant on my show, Royale with Cheese, on every other Sunday. If you send me free stuff, I am 100% for sale. In case you're...
The asking price is as low as a box of French fries.
And yes, as Fate said, that is this Sunday, the Royale with Cheese with our good pal and moderator there, Fate Firix, running Chrono Trigger any % no LSS. And of course, the day before that, we have the Dog Pound Classic. 100%.
Yeah, I know what. Go ahead.
No, that was the end of my statement. Dog Pound Classic, okay. 100%.
All right. I know what LSS stands for. It's been mentioned a bunch of times, but what does any % mean? It's a mystery.
and swap dropping the DPC, explaining that it is a handicapped race where runners start based on their personal best, and so oftentimes we have 8+ runners all on screen at once, and you'll have 7 or 8 Mother Brain fights going on at the same time because they're all really racing their own personal bests, so they all end up at Mother Brain very close together. And when you have 7 or 8 Mother Brains on screen at once, that's just a cool feeling.
Yes. Yeah, I really like the concept of the Dog Pound Classic. It's very fair. Staggered start times based on your PBs.
I live in the United States, and if you're going to send me food, we could talk about me giving you more information about my location. And yes, I have been known to travel for food. Alright, so Tilly finishes off the Kung Fu Pirates. Which really leads to the question, was everybody really Kung Fu fighting? I mean, could it really have been everybody?
I mean, I heard that a couple of them were as fast as lightning.
Right, but were they all?
Maybe, but my question is, like, Lightning from Final Fantasy 13-1, 13-2, or 13-3, and she's not really in 13-2, just in cutscenes. Which Lightning are we talking about here? It's really vague.
That's true. Also, what kind of Crystarium upgrades have you given her?
Yeah, I know. Which loadout in 13-3?
Didn't play 13-3.
That's fair. I would rather never talk about Final Fantasy 13-3 ever again. It is everything that I hate in a Final Fantasy, or in an exploration game, in one game.
Well, instead of talking about Final Fantasy 13-3, let's talk about that exploding pelican on Tilly's screen.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
That was a super clean Ridley fight there by Tilly. Gonna go ahead and check behind Ridley. Just some ammo. So that is all bosses down for Tilimorf. He just has to make his way to Turian, murder a brain in a jar, and leave.
Yeah. Some casual brain jar murder.
Normal stuff you do every day, right?
Right. Actually, brain jar murder would make for a really good band name. Why not, B. Jonas? Why not?
At this point, it may be he's just thinking kind of why not, or it could have been muscle memory. Because very rarely are you defeating Ridley where you don't want to check the item behind.
Yeah.
Fun fact, with SM Rat, no item that actually locks another item can be behind Ridley. So Screw cannot be behind Ridley. Screw can't, Ice can't, neither Suit, obviously. Speed can't. Space Jump can't.
I stand by why not check. The game is over. At this point, Tilly is having fun, which is a thing that happens with video games sometimes. I know it's not common in the speedrunner community.
It's rare, but
yeah. But it's this is the last for the 17th time. This is the last SM Rat 2020 race. Why not? That would not fit the rule set of the generator. Dr. Girlfriend, fantastic name by the way.
Big Venture Brothers fan myself, but yeah, unfortunately, that cannot be.
Yeah. Because
actually, due to SM Rat rules, for lower Norfair to be in logic, you have to have Varia, gravity, and space jump.
Probably not.
I doubt we'll
Croc
see him go
GT.
do Croc or GT, especially not GT, because he was going to do GT. I would think he would have already gone.
Yeah.
I have been told I'm a buzzkill many times, Dr. Girlfriend, so you're far from the first.
I have been told that I am too factual to have fun.
Yeah, I've been given that one too.
Like, I'm in the middle of correcting someone, and then it's like, oh, you were making a joke, and I spoiled everything. Crap.
The only fun I know is Schadenfreude.
Oh, that's the best kind of fun.
Absolutely. As B. Jonas points out, there are Super Metroid Randomizer in general is a very popular category here on Twitch, and you can definitely find harder. And I'll go ahead and say this because I've taken part in them all the seasons, and we have a pretty good relationship with them. If you're looking for kind of harder randomizers, the Randomizer League, which I believe is going to start up early next year, may be for you. It's a much harder rule set. And if they decide to strip me of my admin privileges for plugging the Randomizer League, so be it.
Yeah,
but like half of the admins were in it, so I I kind of doubt that they will.
Yeah. Normal Morph instead of early was a Varia change earlier this year to accommodate randomized starting positions, I believe.
Yes, that was the reason why it went from because at the beginning of qualifiers, Morph Pedestal wasn't always Morph. It could also be Space Jump, Ice, or High Jump Boots. And then the Morph Ball would be in the ceiling.
Yeah.
But due to, I believe it was the area rando or randomized start location that broke that.
Yeah. So now we got Morph Ball on pedestal all of the time.
Indeed.
And honestly,
and yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say yes. If you want to experience some Schadenfreude and take joy from someone's misery, watch Royale with Cheese on Sunday. If you love listening to me ask stupid questions, you're going to hear lots of them.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I think Morph Ball on pedestal is nowhere near as big a change as we were all feeling it would be at the start of the season. It was like, oh, it's going to make the beginning of the game so boring, but really all it does is guarantee that you'll have a movement item that you need to progress through the game. Like, oh no.
Right. Well, really, kind of what it did do was change some of the fast starts you could get. Yes, you can still get fast starts, but getting that super early ice or like a space jump really early could really lead you in slightly different into slightly different places, and it was just a little more likely. But it ended up not being this huge change that truly changed routing in SMRAD or anything.
Right. There is only one map change that I'm hoping for, and it's the save room at Kraid. I would like that bomb block to become a shootable block so that you can't soft lock yourself or even hard lock yourself by saving with no bombs. Not that many people go over there, but...
No, but I mean, I have to think that's probably more common in things like that save room is more commonly used in things like boss rando, where you don't, just because you're going into Kraid's lair doesn't mean you're about to take on Kraid.
Yeah, I've told this story a couple of times on this channel, but I was doing a for fun SMZ3 race with a few friends, and one of them actually soft locked in that room. And fortunately, Total happened to stop by his channel, and so we paused our race while Total went in and hacked the save file to give 5 power bombs.
Look at that.
Yeah. It was a very delightful half an hour of waiting, but
hey, total being a bro. Total being a
yeah.
bro. So we've got Tilly having taken a chomp from the baby, refilling, and about to go head to Mother Brain.
And that is in fact one of the soft lock protections that is in. Fantastic.
Oh, now SMZ3 does not have
Is
a
using
lot of
older.
the soft lock protections that the Varia randomizer does.
Yeah, it's using older versions of the SM3, SMZ, the SM Rando and the Z3 Rando, if I'm not mistaken. We are going to see an ice clip here. There it is.
Yeah,
Ice Zeb skip. Yeah. And with this full beam combo, it's going to be a pretty easy Mother Brain fight.
Yeah,
We might even
be a
see stand-up.
20-shot fight. He's got plenty of E-tanks. We'll probably see a stand-up glitch here.
Varia's turned off, so...
Turned off Varia, he's definitely going for it. I have a box with fried chicken in it that I haven't been able to touch because it arrived after the second race started.
Ooh, go ahead, put yourself on mute. I'll take things from here.
Nah, we're good. We're good. I mean, we're close enough to the end, and once Tilly finishes, I know Zeb will be coming in for an interview. Tilly may or may not be. Tilly usually it comes in for interviews, but as I said earlier, we of course don't force our runners to talk to us. If they don't want to talk to me, I understand.
I do not see why anyone would not want to talk to you.
Yeah,
There's the stand. There's the damage down.
Damage himself down in plenty of time.
Yeah.
There's the worry. No, nothing.
Yeah, we don't have a repeat of last night.
Now, both of our runners had great runs through the brackets. Zeb stayed in the winner's bracket the whole time. His only loss in the series was in the finals against Azure, and then that just was a bracket reset. And he and Azure went for another 5, where Zeb won out. I'm slightly less familiar with Tilly's trip towards the championship, just because there was kind of a gap between when Mouse finished up and when Rat finished up. Starlog saying Tilly never lost a set in the Mouse bracket, so major props. Got a Vapor Wave baby Metroid there after it takes a few shots.
Do you remember the tiny.cc URL for the Mouse bracket? Because I do not.
No. No, I do not.
That is not it.
Starlog just dropped it in chat for us.
SVG. There we go. And now we can look at Tilimorf's. Yeah, winner's bracket all the way through. 2-0 against Knucklehead, 2-0 against Bonus, 2-0 against Prankard, 2-0 against Zero Lane, 2-1 against Nazarius, and then 3-0 against Nazarius in the finals.
So Nazarius is the only one in the Mouse bracket that even took a game off of Tilly. Tilly has 100% earned that spot in 2021's Rat bracket.
Agreed.
And I believe you're right, Jonas. I think that was only 5 shots with the Hyper Beam, which is a really good stand-up. I mean, yes, you can get it down to 1, but as long as you're under about 6, you had a pretty good stand-up. Tilly making his way through the Leodoc's room. See if he does his patented left side Shine Spark, and he does. I guess it's probably not patented, but you know, it's
Hey,
somewhat
we don't
unique.
know.
Not a whole lot of runners do the left side spark.
Patent pending.
Perhaps patent pending.
And
he's
we
heading
get-
down to the animals.
Yeah.
Will he save, or will he taunt? Or will he pull a J-Chalk?
Oh, thank you for being here, Strahd. This has been a lot of fun. I stepped in for commenting because nobody else wanted to do a particular race, and Red was like, hey, you have a good voice, please do this. And they kept letting me come back. I'm really happy to be able to close out this season, and to do so with Cheese is rewarding.
No, it's been a great time commentating with you, and I want to thank you for all your help throughout this, throughout SMRAT 2020. I want to thank Swap for tracking, and well, Swap's also done a bunch of other stuff during SMRAT 2020, but specifically for tracking today. And we have a dot done from Tilly with a time of 1:17:46. GG to Tilly.
GG indeed.
And it looks like we've got Zeb up in the green room. So let me kill player sound so that we don't get any possible echoes or anything. And then I'll pull Zeb in. All right. We are joined by our ROUS Grudge match winner, Zeb316. GG, Zeb.
Welcome, Zeb.
GG, thank you.
And Tilly's in the green room as well.
Let me pop Tilly up. And we are joined
Tilly.
by Tilimorf. GG.
A second placed finish in ROUS is nothing to scoff at.
That various suit location just that got you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I feel like I also backtracked quite a bit trying to do the cosmic brain play that never played out.
Cosmic brain play that Zeb did play.
Yeah, that seed was insane for me.
Yeah, you cosmic brained the climb supers so early, and that basically put you in go mode by itself. Like that was it.
Yep, it did. And then on the way through Fantoon, I found high jump. I found in Gauntlet, I found wave. I found plasma at Kraid. All of that just right there was absolutely absurd.
Tilly actually made the Gauntlet play before you, but missed by a couple of pixels and was only able to pick up the bombs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty big blunder.
I did that in one of our first 3 races. I only went down one side, but I just missed some supers.
Yeah, it ended up not being quite as costly. But yeah, let's talk about the first race. That seed was honestly super straightforward. I felt. It was so super straightforward until it came time for Shack Tool. That was the one.
Super straightforward through Big Pink.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, because you both left Big. 11 minutes in, you both have both suits and high jump boots, and that's just.
Honestly, those are some of my least favorite seeds, where you have everything except the one item, the Baboon item to get to Baboon.
Right.
And you're just kind of hoping to find it as you're going through.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in that 4th race, I guess, finding Gravity Suit followed immediately by Various Suit, I just immediately felt like, well, Zeb's got an advantage here.
Yeah.
Can we talk? Go ahead, Cheese.
No. I was just gonna go. You go, man.
All right. Can we talk about Space Jump in that 4th seed?
Yep.
Sitting right at the top of Mama Turtle.
Yeah. So I didn't have a way to get it when I checked it. Just high jump gravity doesn't let you get that item. you need either spring ball, grapple, bombs, speed, anything like that would have let me get it. And then by the time I found speed, it wasn't worth it to go back there to get it. Like, space jump saves a little bit of time, but it actually isn't that much. And it's not worth the door transition and sparking up and having to go down the room next to it. Like, it wouldn't have been worth it.
I almost went and got it after I got grapple.
Yep, same.
Just because I felt like I might need it to get into Shack Tool, but then I was like, nah, I've done it before without it, so I just skipped space jump altogether.
Yeah, that first race, you two actually played it like super. Your routes were pretty much the same. Like you checked certain things in slightly different orders, but you pretty much you two followed each other around Zebus in that first race.
Did you check Croc that fourth race, Tilly?
I did not.
Okay, I also did not. So yeah, probably did pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, you really did. Like, you check certain things in slightly different orders, but your major plot points in that race, you guys did in virtually identical orders.
Yeah.
Like, Tilly checked most of Bubble Mountain pre-Lower Norfair. You checked most of it afterward, but it was still... Well, there wasn't much in Bubble Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy. No Croc, but well, hey, at least I was nice and gave you guys high jump boots in both seeds tonight, since I didn't give them to you in any of the seeds yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I commented on that because I think high jump boots were like the first item you found in the first race today.
Yeah, they were right there on Alpha Missiles.
Yeah,
so
and then Space Jump in Seed 2.
This
I don't
one
remember
or the first one?
The first one.
I think they were under the bridge, if I remember right.
Yeah, they were under the
the
Crumble Bridge.
Yeah,
they were super early. And I love high jump boots, so I love seeing people get high jump boots nice and early.
Yeah, it was Space Jump on Alpha Missiles in Game 5.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, because I commented, you're not skipping at this seed.
You don't get to skip Space Jump this time. Well, I guess you could have if you were so inclined, but...
Yeah, and then Chad was making fun of the both.
Definitely nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but it opens up a lot of stuff that's kind of annoying. But still fun.
And that was some comments we made in the first seed. When you have high jump, Varia, and gravity so early, that opens up so much stuff that anything could be almost anywhere at that point. That the speed booster and the ice beam that you guys were kind of looking for to get the bot wound, I mean, they could have been virtually anywhere in the game.
Yep.
Yeah. Chat was making fun of the both of you at the start of match 5 for both damage boosting into the ceiling item, despite having easy ways to get there.
Into it. I used space jump to get it.
I also used space jump.
They were.
I thought that was mentioned, but I don't know. I don't know. That was a while ago. My brain doesn't work that well anymore.
Chat was commenting, but
regardless, I want to thank both of you guys for taking part in the ROUS Grudge match exhibition. It was super awesome to watch our two champions from this year take each other on in five races. I'm so glad it went to 5 races. Just because, well, more Super Metroid to watch is always better. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to finally race Zeb. I was cheering for him through the whole rat tournament.
Yeah, Tilly was the only one who predicted me to win the whole thing in his prediction.
Well, look at you, Tilly, and then you got to take him on. And well, don't worry, Tilly. Should you both join SM Rat next year, you will both be auto-seeded into the rat bracket. So, Zeb for winning, and Tilly, because you were in the at the top of the mouse bracket, you get to join rat bracket. Suffering from success.
That's not a threat. That's not a threat, by the way.
That's not a threat. That's a statement of fact.
They won't be able to put you in mouse bracket this time, Tilly.
No, we're gonna make sure you make your way to Rat Bracket. All right.
Sounds good to me.
Either of you have anything else to add about the races tonight, SMRAT in general, just anything?
Just the races tonight are more of what I expected, losing by 10 and 20 minutes to Zeb.
Okay, hold on. Losing by 20 minutes and having to last location Varia was unfortunate in game 5. In game 4, you two were incredibly close in terms of areas, in terms of progression, in terms of items. You picked up a few more super missiles than Zeb did, which should not surprise you. But you were on Zeb's heels that entire race. You performed amazingly in every single game that I saw of this best of 5.
Thanks. I do feel like I played pretty well.
You definitely
and it
did.
was definitely a lot of fun. I always enjoy any of these randomizer races.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I think that in that last race, I was a little bit annoyed. I was one power bomb short of being able to check climb supers on my. I did reverse meme route, and I was one power bomb away from being able to check it the first time through. I ended up checking it after Gauntlet, but that would have sped it up even a little bit more.
Yeah, that check ended up being the Galaxy Brain play of that race.
Yeah, and also, like, as I was going through after that, I would literally think of an item, and then the next time I checked, it would be that item. I'd be like, oh.
Okay, that's just not fair.
Hey, no telepathically changing the seed, Zeb. That is just 100% unfair. We may have to do a redo now.
Yeah. Stay tuned for Game 6 coming up in 5 minutes.
No. Cheese is going to go eat, so there will be no Game 6. Well, once again, I truly appreciate both of you for doing this exhibition for us. It was good fun. Thank you a ton, Invarial, for joining me. Thank you, Swap, for tracking for us. Thank you, everybody that watched. This was just a ton of fun, and I'm glad I got to be a part of all of it. And yeah, do give those runners a follow. They deserve it. They put on a great show. And with that, unless anybody else has anything else to add, we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah, we will.
Thanks
see you
as
next
always
mission.
for commentary and restream, and I guess I'll see you in the next SMRAT tournament.
Yep, SMRAT 2021. It's gonna be fun, y'all. We're changing some stuff up.
Yep. See you later.
All right.
Take care, you both.
Yeah. And if you want to go ahead and give your goodbyes there, Invarial, I'll wrap us up.
All right. Well, I have been your co-host, Invarial. You can find me at twitch.tv/Invarial, where I play video games sometimes. And it has been a lot of fun commenting on these races. We have seen some incredible plays. We have seen some unfortunate blunders. And we will see you next mission. But next mission is going to be in a little while.
Absolutely. And once again, thank you a ton, Invarial, for joining me. Thank you, everybody out there. Please join us on Saturday for the Dog Pound Classic 100% edition, where we will have racers doing a handicap race based on their 100% PBs. And you have the propensity, you might see 8 Mother Brains on screen at once. Crazy stuff. But I've been the Cheese Reaver, and from everyone at Speedrunners Arena, thank you all, and we will see you all next mission.